Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back today at the Humble Servant Homestead, guys. So today we are out here. We have our pumpkin suckers here that we are getting ready to plant. And so what we're going to be doing right now today here, guys, we're going to be going through step by step the whole breakdown of planting these pumpkins here, so that way once you plant them we can get them looking like the pumpkins that are over there, that is looking real nice and healthy. Okay, so what we're going to be doing right now is preparing our hole and also putting the amendments in the hole to get your pumpkins to come up real nice and healthy looking. Now right now I know we have a little bit of yellow in here on these leaves and everything, but what it is, this seeds from the pumpkin brought it all the way to this stage right here. So now it's time to put it in the ground and get them to go ahead and catch root and rejuvenate themselves, and so they can grow real nice and big. Okay, guys, and also another thing that I want to touch on. Now, in my entire garden, you'll see me come through with my tiller, and I'll till that whole ground and everything like that. With pumpkins, guys, you do not have to do that. And also with your watermelons, even though we're talking about watermelon, but I'm just giving you all a little breakdown. You don't have to go out there and till that the whole entire area just to plant your pumpkins. There are a running plant, and all you need is a hole to place your root in, and then what's going to happen once it start running, it's going to do its own thing, and it's going to be fed from that hole that you dug to put them in. And also as they run with your pumpkins now, they will also put out additional roots to go ahead and sustain themselves as they feed and pull all that nutrients from out of the ground that is surrounded by them. Okay, so what we are going to go ahead and do right now, I'm going to go ahead and grab my shovel, and we are going to go ahead dig up the dirt. I tell you what, I believe I can show you better than I can tell you. All right, so right now we are gonna go ahead and get into it right now. And I see my son over there, little MJ. He already have the shovel ready, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and let him help me dig those holes for this shovel here. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, so here is a spot that I pick out, and so what I'm gonna be doing right now is just pretty much go on through and dig me a real nice deep hole. And I'm telling you that this dirt, I'm telling you, it's like all over on this property here, it's like you have different levels, or maybe should I use that word, different, would you say levels of dirt, or different color of dirt, different structures, we should say. And it is just real nice. Like, I'm digging right here now, you can tell, I don't know with this dirt, but it's somewhat kind of clay and sand or something like that, but it is just real nice dirt. I really do love this dirt here, because I have some spots in my garden where that it is just real red Georgia clay, but this dirt right here is something different. But so guys, I'm just gonna get a little bit of this dirt out of the hole here. And so what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this dirt here loosened up inside of the hole. Get it real nice and loose and well worked, so that way once your pumpkin get ready to start taking those roots, they have a real nice dirt to run through. Okay guys, and so now that I have worked up a sweat, now we are getting ready to add our amendments into the dirt here. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to bring y'all in real close so y'all can look at this beauty right here. This right here is goat manure from our goat pens, and guys, I'm telling you, what I did with this here, pull it out of the goat pen and pretty much hose it down, get it real nice and wet, and probably in about a month or so, this is what we have right here, a real nice organic matter. Real good, I'm telling you. So, and as y'all can see, I want to show y'all something. You see how this here is real nice and moist? Now inside of this Georgia heat, this right here, once I buried it inside of the dirt, that's what will happen underneath. It will keep it real nice and moist. Keep those roots moist. That is the main thing here. We want to keep those roots nice and moist. Now, what I'm going to be doing is pretty much go ahead, dump some inside of my hole. Just like that there. And that should be enough. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do here, I'm gonna go ahead and get my black cow. Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put just a little bit right there. I'll say probably about a quarter of the bag. And then what I'm gonna do right now is my mixture that I have. I just have enough inside of my bucket for this hole here. But this right here is my, we have the blood meal inside of there. And also, I cannot remember the other fertilizer that we had. But this is blood meal, a little bit of bone meal, and I can't remember the other one right now. But we'll get that for you.
I'll post it in the description box.
And so what we are going to go ahead and do now, we're going to get a handful and a half, and sprinkle that right there on top of this here. And so what we're going to do now, we are going to go ahead and mix that all in. We're going to go ahead and mix it up. Get that native soil mixed in with all this, and look at this here. See that? The organic goat manure. Look at that. Real nice healthy worm, and definitely we want that worm inside of there because it's going to help those roots, aerate those roots down there below. So that is it. Right, and so that is it right there for that hole. And so now, guess what? It is time to go ahead and get to planting. You go ahead, MJ, grab me a tray of pumpkin over there. And what I'm doing right now, you see me stepping on this here, I'm just going ahead and push out all that air pocket out of this bed here. Now I'm just barely tamping on it to get it on out. And so that is it right there. Come on, little man. All right, so what we're gonna be doing right now, we are pretty much gonna go ahead, take that on out, and we're gonna go ahead and break that right there in half, just like that right there. Now we have two plants, one for you, one for me, and we're gonna go ahead.
How many plants are you putting in a hole?
Well, with these pumpkins here, I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 plants, inside of this hole right here. All right, so we're just gonna move that dirt back. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do now, once I put this plant here inside of the dirt, right here where you have these leaves, or it's not leaves, but what we call those here again, Babs? What they call these here again?
It's not the true leaves. It's
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not the true leaves, but we're gonna put it right up to about there, right underneath that leaf, or not the true leaf, but we're gonna just go ahead and set that baby right in there, just like that. And we're just gonna go ahead and mount it back right on around. Hold on, you gotta come up with it just a little bit. All right, put a little dirt down in there so it can sit up a little high. Then go ahead and work. You gotta work the dirt around the root just a little bit at a time. Little at a time, take your time. So go ahead, work the dirt on around. And then so we have one separate all by itself here. That we're gonna go ahead and put right over here on this side right here. And all these well, not little, but these big sticks and stuff, I guess it came out of the dirt when I was digging. We don't need those. So we just, I'll just break that root ball up just a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and place that right in that hole right there. And voila. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, guys, I got the rest of these pumpkins here. As y'all can see, we have the rest of these holes. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is plant up the rest of these pumpkins, and then we'll bring you guys back. So stay tuned. Okay guys, and so now that we have these pumpkins here in the ground, now they will be on their way for a good time of growing. We have them in this real nice soil here. So my next step is what we're going to be doing right now. We are just going to go ahead and give them some water. And also guys, as these pumpkins right here grow and progress on, what we will do, we will come down here and hit them with some 511. And also once they get ready to start bearing those fruits, we will go ahead and switch that fertilizer on up. Let them go ahead and start putting on that real nice fruit. And so, and that right there is just about it. Just gonna come on over here and touch these one right here with a little bit of water. And that is it right there, guys. And so, you know, if you guys like the content that you got out here today, go ahead, throw that thumbs up, like, and subscribe, guys. And also share this video with someone. And I want to take you over here real quick, just briefly, just to show you what we are looking for in these pumpkins right here. Once they go ahead and get real nice and big. Okay guys, and so these here are some of the pumpkins that we have planted, say about a month and a half ago. And as y'all can see, we are now in that step of getting some fruit. The bees, they are doing their thing. We have a real nice fruit here. But nonetheless, guys, I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys out there. Have a blessed day.